Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. Think I got everything working now. Hello everyone. Hello Fantastic. Hello Oasis. Hello Liam. Nice to see all the regulars here. I'm gonna turn down the volume on the music just a little bit more, I think. Okay, there we go. Thank you all. So before I address chat, I just want to say I am still a little sick, so I'm gonna try and mute out whenever I cough or anything like that. Hopefully I'll be quick on the draw on that. My voice is mostly back though. It might sound a little weird on there, but at least I can talk now. Last couple days were rough, which sucked because I really wanted to jump on and like stream for you guys and like with all the excitement. But yeah, so I'm feeling a lot better now. I might hear a little coughing. Yeah, so I was pretty sick. You know, I went to Denver. I did really well with this deck, and let's see, what are people saying? Let's see, Fantastic says there's people talking about it in various Discords. That's super sick. I actually stirred up a lot of people. It was kind of cool. Yeah, Oasis, sorry you had to wait forever for the stream. I thought about doing one yesterday, even though my voice was, like, gone. And then I decided I'd rather, like, talk to people and make y'all wait one more day, rather than have, like, a quiet stream. Liam says, deck was legit, that's for sure. It was even being talked about in the Liverpool stream. Yeah, it's super sick. There was a bunch of people talking about it. I went back and watched the stream of my, like, day 2 video. It was so cool to hear all that. I'll probably do a reaction video to that game because it was a really cool, really interesting game. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Diego. Thank you so much. And I do have one thing to show off while we're still early in the stream. One sec. It's not that. It's not that. Where did I put that? Ah, there it is. Bloop. So there's a showcase that I won. Yep. Oh, let me get that lunch thing out of the way. Why is that on stream still? Oh, it's because of the stream. Whatever, I'll just do this for now. But yep, showcase, and I got a Kylo Ren promo too for day 2ing, which is super sick. And then the Obi-Wan promo everyone got for entry, but they look insane. I was really unconvinced with like the black and the silver that the promos would look good, but oh my god, they look so good in person. It's crazy. And yeah, it was really sick. They had a did I put that up there? I took a video of it. They had a like table displaying every single showcase from all the sets, like just sitting out there when they were handing them out. It was super cool. Liam, I'm definitely going to flex it local. And you know what's funny, too? So, for set 1, I only have ever pulled one showcase. I've pulled it twice, and I've sold them both times. I've pulled 2 Leia showcases from set 1. I've never pulled a single other showcase. And so now she comes back to me again. So I have to keep this one. Like, apparently it was fate that me and her were going to do some good stuff. I pulled a showcase out of like my second ever box, and then when they did the reprint wave, I bought like 4 boxes and I pulled another one. Am I all ready to talk about my side deck? I can bring it up if you want, Diego. We can actually talk about it quick. Where would I find it real quick? 1 second. I am going to do like an actual deck profile thing in a bit. Shrink that down and move it back to the corner. Alright, give me 1 sec. Y'all don't need to see my Melee login. Give me 1 minute. Three Krennic, Boba 1, and Maul. Those are pretty cool, though. I like those. I know there's a way to find this on here. there it is. Okay. Alright, so go down to 21. Here's me. By the way, if you guys ever want to see specific deck lists from people before like videos are put out and stuff, if you just type in Google and search melee.gg and then whatever the name of the tournament is, you can actually see everyone's deck lists. Hi, Panda. So you can actually technically see my side deck already, but I will tell you my side deck was extremely thrown together. And really it was more for like weird edge cases because I was pretty sure that I was good into the meta. Like I was confident against Django and things like that. And I wasn't really going to fix my bad matchups either. Like if I had to play against like Yoda or something like that, I was kind of just going to lose anyways. So I just put in some things that would switch up for rounds. So if I like was to go against a random like pilot deck, I put some Traitoruses in. I put a Euleron in case I played against like something with board wipes, like a what is it called? What is his name? The guy with the purple lightsaber. Samuel L. Jackson plays him. Anyways, that was for him. Tantivs in case I went against like a heavy fleet deck. Mace, thank you, Liam. Mace Windu. Jeez, complete space there. So Euleron's like for Mace specifically because of his board wipe potential. And then Air Superiority is just good for just general damage. I put in a third Echo Base Defender if I wanted it. But I'm going to be honest, I threw this sideboard together really fast because I knew I wasn't going to be siding very much. I think I sided like max 2 cards, 2 maybe 3 cards, like any of the games. I didn't really side much at all. The deck's kind of like, you don't really want to take stuff out. It's kind of like functionally all there. And since you're only in one color, you don't have like a lot of variety. I also put 3 take captives in, as you can see, because I wanted some form of hard removal. I wasn't 100% sure what I would use it against, but I knew if I wanted it, it was there. I ended up siding it in a lot against like Boba, the new Boba deck, because I wanted to be able to take away their ship if they were trying to pilot it, like on that turn. So that's kind of why they take captives in there, because there isn't any other hard removal really in this color. Other than that, honestly, like I said, it was just stuff for random things. I think I sided the Echo Base Defender in a lot. I sided the Air Superiority in a few times. Sided in some take captives. For the most part, the deck just kind of play your main deck. Let's see. Oh, hi Kyle. I missed you as I was going down there. Says you were a judge at Denver. Very impressed with the deck. Thank you. Spacebar Unlimited, that's a new name. Nice to see ya. Yeah, you'll have to forgive my spaciness. Like I said, I'm still a little sick. So here's some advice to people. Don't do 2 major tournaments with 2 different flights back-to-back weekends, because you explode. Yeah, you guys should have heard me at the event. Oh my god. Like, especially late on day 1, I like couldn't talk to my opponents. It was crazy. Liam says 3 Starhawks and 3 Endless Legions in the deck. You know what I should have done? I should have put like triple, what is this name? I should have put just like junk cards in, just to be funny. Spacer says, I was super impressed when you're playing this deck and doing well with it. Honestly, I think this was the perfect meta for the deck. I had a lot of people ask me, they were like, oh man, I love Leia, like I want to play Leia all the time. But I really think like Leia needs a specific meta to be good. And where we're at right now is perfect for her. She needs there to be a lot of like mid-range decks that don't have a lot of removal, which is what we have right now. Because once you gain board control, you just action economy just destroys your opponents. And no one can really keep up with her right now. But yeah, I'm going to do a full deck kind of tech video. That should be coming up by the end of the week. And then I want to do a full tournament report too. Those will probably be separate videos. But yeah, like I said, okay. So let's play a couple games while I still have my voice. I'm going to try and stay as long as I can. There's a chance I might have to quit a little early just because... Oh, wow, this is new. Thanks, Space Bear. And yeah, I did write a... I did take notes, so... I should be able to, like, relatively accurately talk about pretty much every match. Hey, no problem, Diego. Oh, I'm done. Oh, looks like they changed some more stuff in the UI. It's actually really nice. Do I want to fight a pilot here? Excuse me. I think I'd rather just Bright Hope, so I'm going to put Go on Ground. Kyle says he brought it to locals today and wrecked with it, swinging for 11 plus and lethal is nice. I had a game where I swung for 16 on one action. It was pretty funny. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so I should probably pay at least slightly attention to what deck I'm playing here. Alright, so that's a big R2. I think we're just going to throw Echo Base on the ground. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so this is probably going to be a tempo match, so I'm probably going to just try to force as much damage as I can here. It's kind of the same thing as when you're playing Django, but not as bad. He's going to try to tap all our guys. We want to use our Leia effect to make sure we're swinging for as much damage as possible. Alright, we don't need these Lukes, that's for sure. We want to Leia, swing with our Rebels. And then we're probably just going to drop a Bright Hope here, because he's going to have to work to get through it. Ideally, he swings with the 4-4 first. Snapshot. That doesn't count, right? It's got to be a pilot? Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll still drop the Bright Hope. Don't need to bounce. Sheik the Geek, congrats on your turn run. Thank you so much. And we can claim initiative right now. Actually, I'm pretty sure we're going to drop Chewbacca on this Bright Hope. Then it takes both guys for him to get through. Rebel Assault's interesting. We definitely don't need the Admiral. We have Leia flip this turn. So the question is, do we just go for Super Race here? Because we can just go Leia action, hit for 6. Or we could do a Rebel Assault next turn. You know what? That's true. So defensively, we could have Chewbacca here. But I think it's just better to get our damage in and outpace him. Let's see. Fidesz says, yeah, Mando's ability being once per turn is much more fair. Also, it only hits, like, 4 and less, right? Yeah. So we'll flip Leia. Get our double attack in. And then we'll drop Chewbacca. Yep, he has to take initiative here. The only thing I can think we're in trouble to here... Ooh, we drew another Bright Hope. I think that just means we win. Even if they have, like, an outmaneuver or something now. If they don't have an outmaneuver, I think they're dead on this attack, right? Yep. Rebel Assault. Bam! Bam! Boom! Goodbye! Fire up the old... See if we can beat our own old record tonight. So the record on the stream is, I believe, 11-0 before we take a loss. We'll see if we can beat it. Let's see. Kyle says Rebel Assault with Leia's second and third attack feels so good. Yeah, if they don't play like around it, you kind of just win. It's pretty silly. Order against Akbar. Okay, well we don't want to put a bunch of space units down, so we'll get rid of the timelies. He's probably not going to draw a lot, huh? We'll just play Luke down then. Claim. Just going to go with our standard Fleet Lieutenant. Honestly, Fleet Lieutenant was kind of the MVP of the deck all day. I know it's like, obviously, well, Fleet Lieutenant's good, but like, putting the extra 2 damage into a lot of things mattered a lot. Like, I was using like R2 1-drops to clean up stuff. I was using it to like just trade my units higher. I don't think I'm afraid to put this damage on Luke. I think that's fine. Alright, you traded with it anyways. Let's see. I think this is what, double Season Fleet Admiral? That's kind of hilarious. Game says a 3/3 body and pump is honestly ridiculous. Yeah, it's crazy. And in this deck, it's even worse, because like it's also even better action economy. Like, I can't tell you how many times I just, I U-winged or home one into that. Like, home one-ing into that is so gross. We're on 5, so I guess... What does this do again? Puts tokens in active? That's kind of funny. I think we're just going face here. I don't think we're bothering to remove the Palpatine. We might get overwhelmed, but I think it should be fine. Oh, he's burning a Cunning. Well, that's just rude. I'm gonna do this. If he trades into it, I'm okay with that. Okay, so we did do that. Oh, wait. The unit left play this phase. Create an... Oh! I didn't read this whole card. Okay. Yeah, that needs to die. Unfortunately, it's not going to die this turn. But... Damn, this card's good. Why is no one playing this? Deploy... So here's the question. Do we claim here? I think we do. Comes down. Do we want to play for a longer game here? We're even on cards. Or does this 4 damage really matter? It really doesn't. Yeah, I don't want to get like surprise striked or something, so I'm actually going to claim here and clear both his guys. Oh, there's a U-wing. That's insane, actually. Can you hear me now? Sorry. My mic's not the best. And, okay. I toggled it off to cough, and then I must have not hit it right to come back on. My mic's a little old, so it just has, like, a little color thing. I'll try and be a little better on it. Let me shift it over so I can see the light better. Alright, did you get my spiel about, Fleet Lieutenant being the best 2-drop in the game? Oh, it's my action. My bad, guy. What do they do? Are they cutting me? Nope. Alright, well. I think it's the best 2-drop in the game. Was basically what it came down to. Alright, well this actually isn't going fantastic. Okay, I want to clear this. We don't have any damage, which is nice. And they're down 2 cunnings. So I think we're still in an okay spot, even if it's, like, annoying. I think I want to play the X-Wing. I can't believe we're going to lose to Admiral Akbar. That would be... Oh my god. That's embarrassing. All the new people in chat and I'm going to lose to one of the worst. Stop bouncing my stuff, you jerk. Again, I guess we just replay it. It's not even really that good anymore. Alright, who had Blues to Admiral Akbar on their stream bingo card today? Wait, guess we can trade there. We can play another U-Wing. We got Wing Leader, that's good at least. You know, I don't want that. I want this coming down last. I'm actually gonna put them on this, I think. Oh no, let's put them on the Marine. That's fine. Liam says, I mean, if you're gonna lose, at least do something interesting. That's fair. Fantastic says, I think it's fine. Your base is still healthy. I mean, that's true. I'm probably overreacting. I am way lower card count than him, though, if this goes, like, super long. I don't know what his top end is. Double yellow? I need a home one. That's what, like, makes this really good. Mandalorian. Oh, well, that doesn't do anything now. New home one, probably. Hi, Pastrami. Nice to see ya. Yeah, it was super sick. I was so close, too. It was, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed I didn't end up cleaning everything up. Because I thought I had it too. My last round of day 2 was winning in. Because I won round 1 on stream. And then I get to round 2 and it's like, all around me is Django and Han and like all these decks that I want to play. And then of course I get matched up with one of 2 Quinlan players. And it's just like, shit. And then I got absolutely destroyed. Well, I want to use this Rebel Assault. Well, I guess I don't need it. Yeah, that's fine. We're past the point where it matters. I'll give that the thing. Yeah, so that was disappointing. I managed to dodge Quinlan all day until the very end. And then I just got absolutely roasted. He had everything. But it was still super fun. You know, I had a great time. I'm gonna kill this Millennium Falcon. Alright, I think we've stabilized. I think we're good. They've only got one cunning left. That's like the only thing that really helps them here, too. I still can't draw a home one, though. That's not great. Let's see. So now I think that when we've established, like, actual board presence, I think we're just going to go for base. Especially if they don't tap either of these. Ah, Bamboozle. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Oh, I gave the wrong thing Sentinel. Whatever, it's fine. Actually, now we can bounce the Battlefield Marine with the Bright Hope. Draw a card. Ooh, that's actually a good card, too. That's funny. Tommy says, with how many Jingos running around, almost could have swept. It was actually weird. I didn't play as many as I thought I was going to. But yeah, I was super excited getting to day 2 after seeing the numbers. I was like, oh, I just got like a couple things to dodge. I had already lost to the Yoda deck, so I didn't have to worry about that. Yeah, I got Yoda round 7, playing this like absolutely insane deck. But yeah, I managed to beat it, or I lost to him. But it means I wouldn't have had to play him in day 2 at all. Yeah, the Yoda Green. Dude, his deck was nuts. He had Annihilator and, like, it was crazy. Josh Parsons says 21st plate is huge. Grats. Thank you so much. Giovanni, was that his name? I actually don't know offhand. He was a super nice guy, though. Like, I talked with him after the game and stuff. Oh, I mean, I could just claim here, right? You have 1 elf on your base, buddy. You can't clear both of these with 2 resources. Alright, good news. We did not lose to Akbar. But yeah, Yoda guy was super cool. His deck was just absurd. I loved it, honestly. It was crazy. He even played Endless Legion on stream on someone in a live event, which is wild. It was so cool. I have to go back. I haven't watched that game. I need to go back and watch that game. Piot red. Oh, geez, did they not play anything turn 1? That is really bad for them. Liam says apparently there was a Yoda Green Endless Legion play in Denver and Liverpool. Geez, that's crazy. Who plays Open Fire anymore? What the heck? Ooh, sorry, I had to cough there for a minute. Alright, double check. Yep, okay, you can hear me. That's good. Alright, well, this is gonna be one of those games. Pay 2, trigger the ambush. We'll take this out. My guy, no, don't do that. Now I have to play smart and end your life. Okay, I'm trying to drill this into Piat players' brains. Don't flip your leader unless you are going to immediately use it. Because otherwise, it just dies. Do I trade this blue leader into it? Or is that too wasteful? I guess it's fine. Oh, well, congratulations. I messed it up. Hold on. I didn't do that right. Oh, no. Oh, I just bit a whole spiel, and then I misclicked. Oh, God. Alright, well, apparently he doesn't have a thing. What is going on? He didn't even have a thing to play. What is happening? Let's see. Joshua says, we're just not going to talk about my awful plays that turn, okay, everybody? I've decided we're not going to worry about it. Let's see. Joshua says, not sure if you've talked about it, but is there a reason for sticking with Lake Country over adding another color outside of the extra health, or is it possible going with Data Vault for double green? So I wouldn't want to go Data Vault because I want the consistency. Data Vault matters a lot more when you're an aggressive deck because you have a lot less turns to draw your cards. So getting things like Fleet Lieutenant on 1 is way harder when you don't have when you have more cards in your deck. So I definitely would never go Data Vault here. Now, you could argue for going for something like a double green or like using a different color. However, I will tell you that I won 5 games over the course of the tournament by having 34 health as opposed to 30. So it does matter a lot. So I guess that's what you want to come down to. Like, do you want the other options? Or do you want to, like, to win those extra games by having the extra health? Can I have game with Rebel Assault? No, I was 1 short. Okay. So I prefer having the health. It also just makes it a lot safer. Oh, there's the GG. Excuse me, I had to cough. It makes it a lot safer to just throw everything at their base, too, because they can't race you anymore. So I think the extra health is worth losing anything an extra color would give you. Oh, sorry, I had a little bit of a cough attack there. We'll try this. I don't know about this hand, but we'll give it a shot. Pastrami says, do you think we'll see more Leia Lakes running around? I do think there'll be other people trying it. We'll have to see after I put the video out too, because I really think that it is a deck that only works in certain metas at high levels. If there's board wipes, the deck stops existing. you need to be in a format where there aren't any board wipes, like there is right now. You need to be in a format where there isn't a lot of health recovery, like what we have right now. There's almost no like health recovery in the entire format, which is kind of crazy. There's just like no blue light side decks. And that's how this deck functions, because you need to be able to like go at your opponent and not have them do anything about it. If the format sticks around and it's still very Django heavy and very like dark side red decks, then the deck will continue being good. If we switch and a lot of light side decks start being run, it's going to have problems. So I don't think it's whether like Leia is good or bad. She's just good into certain metas. Also, she's super hard punishes Django, because Django wins by tapping your opponent's stuff and then out-tempoing them. If you can swing, 2-3 times on your first action, Django can't tap your units down, and so they lose because you can kill them faster than they can kill you. So that was kind of the philosophy going in on why I picked the deck. Arm to the teeth. Don't do that. Let's see. Sorry, I'm backed up a little on the comments. Cad Red 30, interesting. Yeah, I really think Tarkin Town might be the thing they hit, honestly. Whether that's correct or not, we'll see. I do think more than Tarkin Town needs to get hit to solve the Django problem. But I think if they just hit Django and they don't hit Tarkin Town, then I think Quinlan becomes tier 0, and I don't think it's close. I think Quinlan crushes the whole format if Django doesn't exist, to keep it in check. It'll be Quinlan and it'll be Sabine. Let's see, BooTuber. Hi, that's a new name. Having a lot of fun with the deck. Gotta run it in Richmond. Any advice? Honestly, if the meta doesn't change, you're super good. I'm gonna have a full tech deck video coming out later this week. I had to wait for my voice to fix itself a little bit before I could make the video. But, excuse me. So, watch that for sure. I'll go into like a little more detail on like what to do in certain matchups and things, because that's a lot to like go over just like randomly on stream. But the deck, it will be super strong so long as this meta stays where it's at. Someone says, so where no one is running control. Yeah, it's like all mid-range decks. Do I want to bounce this Fleet Lieutenant so he can't kill it? He's just going to kill it, right? I could probably get one more attack with it. No, I'm going to keep this because I don't think he could kill it this turn. And that's a lot of extra damage, so. Yeah, Pastrami, it's good in certain metas. That's the big thing on it. But like the metas it's good in, it's really strong. It's also really good into Han, too. Let's see. Marlo says they will hit Django itself. Let's see. Joshua says TDR might get hit. It's a huge enabler. Commentate as I sing banned for Django, TDR, and Han DJ. I'd rather Django, Tarkin Town, and DJ. I think DJ over Han. Han without DJ isn't as egregious. I'm going to make a very hot claim. I don't think Han is as bad as people think it is. I think people don't know how to play into it. I like never lose to Han decks. It's just a deck that can punish you really hard if you don't understand how the deck functions. And like what all its options are at all times. I think they will hit DJ because people whine about it a lot, but I don't think it's needed. I think Tarkin Town needs to go. One here. And I think something needs to be done about Django, whether that means... Am I rebel assaulting here? Hold on one sec. Let me consider. I think I'd rather play Chewie, so we're gonna do this. Actually, we're gonna clear this thing. Why did I not get my double attack? Oh, there we go. Oh, they were thinking on their effect. Something should be done with Django. I don't think it's as bad as everyone whines about, but I think it is a little overtuned. I think the best thing to do on Django is just to ban Triple Dark Raid. Marla says, Han is very dissimilar to Boba 1 with free resources. The thing is, though, they're not free. You have to play them from hand. Like, they're free once he's flipped, but like, running Han out of cards is really easy. So if you trade into all their stuff and you keep your health relatively high, they can't really do that much. Oh, gotta reset the music. Where are we at? We are at Rebel Assault time. Oh, that means they're dead. That's what Rebel Assault time means. Oh, I guess technically they're still alive. He froze my Chewbacca. Liam says, man, get rid of UCL while we're at it. Make Sabine players actually put some effort in. That's the thing people don't realize, too. If you ban Django, Sabine comes back with a vengeance. That's the deck keeping Sabine in check right now. Especially Sabine Green. Oh my god, that deck is going to come back so hard if you get rid of Django. Strami says, would you do a meta breakdown video with text on how to play against meta leaders? So, you know what's funny? I had a video all scripted out for like how to beat Django. And then I had 2 events in a row, and I never got around to actually making the dang video. And now I'm afraid I'm going to put it out, and they're going to ban it. So, it's on the list. I want to make sure I make the deck tech video for this. I probably should just claim there. I don't know why I bothered. I'll just claim. The game's over. So I need to make the deck tech video for this deck while people are still interested, because the tournament just happened. And then I want to make a tournament report video where I go over all the things. I want to react to my on-stream game, because it was a really cool game. And after that, I'm going to make as many videos as I can this week, I guess, is the way to put it. But I would definitely be down to do some of those in the future. It was actually really cool. I had someone reach out to me, and they sponsored my deck tech video I'm doing for the Leia deck. They actually paid me some money. Said, hey, I love what you're doing, and like, I want you to make more videos, so here's like some sponsorship money, and that was super cool. So the Leia deck's coming out first. Big thanks to them. I'll have their name on the video and everything. We'll keep this. But yeah, so I'll be putting them on as quick as I can, but it takes a lot of time to make them too, to be fair. Marla says fair, but one free resource makes the world go round. I mean, that's true, but like, green just kind of does that, right? They have cards that do that. So is it that big a deal? Plus they lose the resource too. I think the thing that makes Han broken is people don't understand that if they play tech on 3, you have to clear the tech. Like, they should functionally, like, never get to actually do their DJ play unless you literally have no way of stopping it. And against 5-cost leaders, like, you should be able to flip your leader before they do it. I'm not saying it's not, like, in certain lines, it can be crazy if they have the perfect stuff and you don't have the answer, but I do think that Han numbers are over-exaggerated by people that don't understand how the deck works. Do I strike true here? I kind of want to. I'm going to strike true. Bootuber says, I mean, if meta changes too badly, just go back to playing Trench. Which version of Trench are you playing, Bootuber? Well, it says, most hands don't do yellow-green. It's normally double yellow now. It really depends. I see, like, I mean, I played against red-yellow, too. Han can be a lot of different colors. But a lot of times they have a lot of the same weaknesses, where you gotta run them out of hand. And that's how you beat them. Liam says, I don't know how much of it's not understanding, more now not being able to do it. I don't mean like they don't have the cards to do it. I mean they don't understand like the game concepts. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be crazy. I'm just one player with an opinion. ECL is interesting. I don't think it gets played enough right now for them to actually do anything about it, which is annoying because I think it's actually is a little overtuned. Well, that's really gross. Can I kill Piet this turn? I don't think I can. Oh, no. I can put it to 1. That's really annoying. Let's see. Marl says, most hounds don't do yellow. Green is normally double yellow. That's what I mean. I struggle against hound 1 yellow, not because I don't know it's coming, because I find myself in a position where I can't do anything about it. Depends on your deck. That's fair. It's a data vault kind, saw a guy run it, and it's a whole thing just going forever until you stall them to a stop. Milo says ECL is still the best one set rare base. It doesn't take 2 actions to kill a unit. So, oh, well that was dumb. He let me kill his thing. Why would he do that? I don't know why he did that. Okay. We're going on to 6. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I am a little worried that I hope if they only hit Django, I'm not sure I'm going to like the meta very much. That's the one big thing. But also, like, we've kind of seen that they don't seem to want to do, like, massive sweeping lists. Oh, I think we claim here. Bleeder doesn't do anything. Keep removal in hand for attack. It gets ripped by Bodhi. Try to get units on board to take it out. They get bounced or traded by a better unit. They cheated out. Okay, so here's an example, Liam. So, like, let's say I have blue leader in hand. And we're turn 4, they play tech. I should not play any cards this turn. I should literally just wait till next turn and then blue leader to kill the tech. Even if I have cards to play, I should not play them if I'm worried about the play. Like, things like doing that is what I mean. We'll drop a Ewing here. Ooh, invisible hand. We can actually block that now. Don't have any attacks. We could just go Chewy Phoenix. We'll go for the greedy play, I guess. ILM Green Arrow. Okay, that's a new name. Missed some of your chats, so probably discuss if you considered Unity a purpose for 8. Deck goes long, often maybe enough to push damage, otherwise easy resource. Honestly, in this deck, I don't want to pay 8 for anything unless it's home 1. That's just not worth it for the amount of cost. And if they're ever at a point in the game where, like, Unity of Purpose gives, like, +3 or 4, honestly, I probably have already done enough damage to kill him. So I probably would never play Unity of Purpose in this deck, honestly. Do I have a Fleet Lieutenant in drop? I don't. Okay. And I think that Unity of Purpose, even in like a double green Leia deck, like it's just really hard to make work. Because you need so many units out and your opponent needs to not be removing them and like... The only deck I really like Unity in is... I'm just going to drop the home one. I probably don't need it, but it's whatever. The only deck you really need Unity in is the, what is his name? The Clone Trooper one. When you play like a whole bunch of units at once. Because otherwise it's just too easy for your opponent to remove stuff. A little bit too win more. Also, the other thing about Unity Purpose is if you use it against Jango, you basically can't play the card against Jango ever. Because all they have to do is play like a hauler, and your Unity Purpose just gets wasted. So playing it in the current meta is probably just not a good idea. Liam says, sure, it's not unbeatable. I just think problem is more lack of option rather than lack of knowledge, typically. I mean, when it comes down to it, it doesn't really matter, right? I am of the opinion that if most people who play a game don't like a card, it's okay to ban it, even if it's not technically overpowered. So what I mean by that is, if you put a card into a game, and... well, let me put all my indirect on my base here quick. If you put a card in a game, it goes for a couple of formats, and players don't like the card, think it's unfun, don't want to play against it, it is okay for a developer to ban the card, even if it's, like, technically not, you know, unbeatable or anything, because it just makes a better game. Like, when it comes down to it, games are about having fun and playing with cards you like. So, I'm completely fine with them getting rid of it. Liam says, oh, for sure, community sentiment is a legitimate reason for restricting something. It's interesting because you say... oh, no, pass on that. You say, oh, sure, but there are people who, like, think that you should 100% only ever use numbers when you're balancing, and, like, you should only get rid of things if they're, like, mathematically incorrect, they need to hit a certain benchmark. But I really think, like, perception of the game is really important. Trying to decide if he wants to lose his missile platform here. Sorry, I'm not sure if people came for gameplay commentary this stream. I haven't really been doing much. There's just been lots of interesting things to talk about. Put 1 here. And 2 here. I will not let you stand that up. Joshua says, new player experience is definitely a thing that can turn people off the game if it becomes super prevalent. Is that what that means? New player experience? Joshua, is that what you're abbreviating there? Oh, negative player experience. Okay. When banning a card, it's both overly and powerful or makes for a toxic play experience. MTG and Skull Camp, prime example back in the day. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, and you really want to make sure... Alright, I saw this indirect. That's another reason I love this base. I can just throw all this indirect on my base and not care. Oh boy, here comes the problem card. Oh, he's only doing it on 3, so it's kind of whatever. Can you stop doing indirect? Oh, I always forget that that taps the unit. Whatever, it's fine. Greg says, hi, just joined. Congrats on Denver place. Super fun deck. Thank you so much, Greg. Welcome to the stream. I think we're just going for the throat here. They have to do something or they're gonna die. Oh, and they put Dengar in the TIE Bomber. They can't put Boba Fett in it now. That was probably wrong, my friend. You need a ship. He's gonna have to, like, put this on the ground and kill Luke or something hilarious. Liam says, there's a merit to both arguments. I can understand a more mathematical approach to banning. It doesn't not make sense. I just prefer a more nuanced approach, like I'm suggesting. Yeah, for sure. He's gonna get his 4, but I think he's just dead. You can't clear my whole board. I guess we just claim? He's out of resources. You can't kill all our stuff. I can put Boba on the ground, but I have 34 health, so he doesn't kill me. Marla says triple dark raid isn't bad out of that deck. I don't know, Marlo. I had this deck, the Boba deck, triple dark raid for the Star Destroyer, and attack me for 13 on one turn on 6. I think triple dark raid is a problem, even outside of the deck. It is much less crazy in other decks, but it reduced too much. Also, it probably should have had the card go to the discard pile. Having the card bounce to your hand was a mistake. The fact that you don't lose advantage while you're playing triple dark raid is crazy. Hera Red. But yeah, pretty much the other thing too is I think Cunning itself, like the attribute, is kind of overpowered right now. Oh, did I forget to update the... Did I forget to update the win count? Was anyone paying attention? We need to clear this thing. I'm gonna be honest. This card is crazy. I did not realize how good this card was until, like, I got it played on me a couple times. Sabine's Masterpiece is an insane card. I mean, sounds like a plan. Arla says, oh, that's the truth. Cunning is bonkers of a color. Yeah, they didn't, it was not balanced super well, honestly. Light side and dark side, too. That's the crazy part. Liam says, the only problem with Sabine's Masterpiece is the same as other 3/3 for 3 cards with good abilities, keeping it alive. That is true. I think it's see, originally I didn't think it was very good, but I changed my tune on it. I think it's quite strong now. Originally, I thought that, yeah, being a 3/3 would make it not good enough, but it's like a must kill. The fact that it can give experience to itself is really, really crazy. He should not be trying to race me. He's gonna lose this race. I'm gonna drop Bright Oak first here. so that this red 3 can't get through. Ghost, that's fine. This is what happens when you try and race this deck. It's impossible, my friend. You need to stop. Joshua says Cunning definitely has the most problem cards. Marla says, look at Command and Cunning cards. Just no contest. Cunning is way better. Double Aspect cards. There's no way Command Aspect represented in the top 8 of Denver. Yeah. So, the problem is the game is too aggressive for Command to do it at once now. Command can't play aggro very well. Sabine's kind of a weird outlier. But for the most part, Cunning decks are usually going to be control decks. And, like, there just isn't enough healing to stop the aggro we have. Like, that is true. Luke Datavault made its top 8, so there was Command in the top 8 of Denver. Only the one, but and Luke did well because you can put shields on things and that stops Django taps. That's like the big thing with Luke. So, like, Luke is a weird case where he kind of plays around the issue. But if Cunning's big weakness is it doesn't have draw power, right? That's like kind of like what it's not good at. But that doesn't matter right now because the games are too fast. So, like, the draw power doesn't matter. So, what they need to do is they need to put more healing in every other attribute. Green is supposed to have some healing, right? Green has healing cards in it. And so you can play, like, green-blue if you want to get enough healing. But then you're stuck without removal. Because green and blue both have subpar removal. Blue is okay. So, like, you're just stuck in a position where you can't do anything you want to do. And, like, red has this insane burst damage with stuff like Triple Dark Raid, where be like, oh, I'll heal or whatever, do whatever, and then your opponent just, like, plops a card down and does, like, 15 to your face. And you're like, well, there's no way to win here. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what the position, like, the way to fix this is. And the other problem I see, too, is, like, red also has hand destruction, which is traditionally good against control decks. So, like, it's just really impossible. I played McClunky. For control to, like, work right now. Like, it just doesn't work. And if control doesn't work, then mid-range goes crazy because they don't have to worry about playing the long game. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. There is a lot of things they could do. We'll see what they actually do. I am usually in the favor, when it comes to card games, that larger ban lists are much more fun and more interesting. The thing about that is they also piss people off a lot more, because a larger ban list means, like, cards you pay money for go away. So I understand why people don't like large ban lists like that. But large ban lists tend to make formats much more interesting. Liam says they don't want to overcorrect because it'll be its own problem with rotation hits. I mean, I think changing their ban list strategy now for a format that's not going to come around for a year is a bad idea. Like, we have to play this format for a year still. If there's problems, they should do something about it. I do think it's kind of a symptom, too, of the fact that we have, like, only 3 sets a year. So, like, once stuff gets figured out, we have a longer time with that in place. Which just means they need to be really careful. Yeah, I agree, Liam. They need to be careful. But I would much rather see them... They need to be careful, but I would rather they change more things than change too little things. I don't like playing the same format for a year. I think that's boring. And it's funny, too, because if you look, like, this format really started, like, 2 sets ago. Because, like, sure, like, the prevalence of certain decks, but it's still, like, Quinlan, Sabine, Han, Django. Like, those are the decks. And, like, the order of which one's been best has changed, but it's been those decks for a really long time. Kyle says large ban lists require another format where they're legal, legacy, or extend, or whatever they call it. Full card pool format, leaf, premier rotations, and ban. I mean, that's what they have. That's what Twin Suns is, right? And the thing is, they also don't have to do that. Like, sure, that's what Magic does, but maybe it's just because I come from, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is kind of my background. They could also just not do that and, like, make the format more healthy, and it just sucks if your cards get banned. Obviously, people will whine about that, but the other thing here, too, is none of the cards we're talking about banning are expensive. So, like, I guess Triple Dark's like $10, but, like, even if they banned, you know, all the things we're talking about. So, Tarkentown, Tarkentown, Triple Dark. I'm sorry, I gotta think what I'm resourcing here. They could literally do, like, Han cards, Django cards, Tarkentown, ECL. They could do all of that stuff, and people wouldn't really lose any money. They're not banning any legendaries. Also, he made a mistake. He already had a Lompike on the field. Ah. Joshua says the meta was pretty healthy after the Boba ban. I think there were different decks and top 8s. Yeah, but then we got Han. So, like, it was healthy for a while until people realized Han was a thing. And then it got really unhealthy. People were really complaining about Han decks. Pastrami says, seems like same leaders from set 1. Well, from set 2, but yeah. Well, more set 3. Like, the set 3 format up till now has been very, very samey. Liam says, TDR became expensive rather than starting expensive. But even, like, I don't know, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but $10 a card isn't, like... It isn't that much, right? I'm just going face here. Yeah, screw it, whatever. Kyle says, true, this game isn't the price range of Magic card is $250 outside of showcases. Yeah, it's not like they're going to ban, like, set 1 Luke or anything. Like, cards that are, like, really expensive. $20 drops to 5, big whoop. Liam says, depends if you're a poor student like me or not. I mean, part of that's just kind of card games, too. Sometimes you get a fancy deck, you know, you get your hyperspaces and your alt-arts, and the deck's too good and stuff gets banned. That's kind of how card games work sometimes. And it sucks in that case, but, like, I would rather lose money than have a bad game, so... Cal says, I remember buying a playset of TDR. Dude, I had so much of that set. I had 7 extra Triple Dark raids when that card went up. I just, like, got handed $70. It was great. Marla says they just took the idea of Boba 1 and moved it to Han. I mean, don't get me wrong, Han's good. It is not Boba 1. Boba 1 is absurd. Well, he says, I'm so happy you're a Leia showcase. I've been commenting everywhere your deck props up to let it know it was you. Thanks, Oasis. I appreciate it. Dude, honestly, I'm really excited about what the top's going to do for the channel. And, like, I mean, we got so many people in chat and stuff. It's super sick. Chat's way more fun when there's more people in it. But yeah, Marlo, say what you want about Han. Han is good, but they literally wrote an article on how they messed up with Boba 1. Like, Boba 1's its own special thing. Ew, don't play one of those. Liam says, my friend and I split costs and share custody of our collection. I think we've opened 6-7 boxes total across all the sets. Maybe another 2-3 boxes worth of boosters in total. I've opened quite a few, to be fair. I also have an advantage where my local store does this really cool thing where when you enter a tournament there, you can get whatever set you want out of any game. So, like, I'll play Dragon Ball Super or I'll play Union Arena or something tournaments, and I'll just get Star Wars packs for entry. Or sometimes I'll get, Pokemon packs or something else fun, but it really helps with my collection stuff because then I can just get whatever I want the most at the time. So, yeah, my store's amazing. I love my store so much. Shout out to Evolution Gaming in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But the owner's great, and yeah, he does really good stuff. Mela says, oh, I know they didn't rebalance it from testing, but cunning cards just slot easily into other cunning decks. Yeah, no, that's true. And also Boba just has extra stat points it shouldn't have. Like, actually, if people haven't read that article, it's super interesting. Because they talked about apparently original game design, like before the game came out. Leaders were significantly stronger than they are now. What the hell? That's not something I expect to see. To the point of, like, they said that, like, the original Luke structure deck leader was, like, a 9-10 or something. Like, on flip on 7, and all the leaders were way stronger than they are. And they ended up toning them all back for the actual release of the game. And they didn't rebalance Boba like they were supposed to. So that's why Boba had, like, 2 more stat points than all the other 5-flip leaders. And it's just a really interesting kind of showcase into, like, how the game got developed and stuff. We're gonna get our butt kicked. I wasn't paying much attention to this game, I'm being honest. We're having too much good conversation with chat. I think I might be in trouble for this game. Well, maybe not. We'll see. Han Colossus is interesting. Hey, I wanted to Rebel Assault, you jerk. Do I kill this Kiadi? I think I'm going to go base because I'm not, I'm just playing 1 card next turn. That makes Rebel Assault bad, though. We'll put that away. Oh, Liam says he still doesn't coordinate. Yep, good point. I didn't even notice. Let's see. I think we're still U-Wing here. Oh, this is a bad U-Wing. Bright Hope. +2. Luke R2, I guess. Let's see. Liam says we're getting 1 Carbonite booster pack for his birthday this month. Is that right? Hey, Carbonite for Carbonite booster for birthday sounds amazing. I think I'm killing this Kiadi now. I don't really want it to be here, honestly. Let's see. Sorry, I'm a little backed up on chat now. Kyle says, I think I'm going to play a PQ this set. I have 2 in my area. I'm the head judge for 1. Top 4 at my PQ get a whole Carbonite. Top 4 of your PQ get a whole Carbonite box? Jeez, Kyle, where's your PQ? Can I come? Resolute. What the hell? I look away for 5 seconds. I guess we're going to home 1. to play Leia to swing with Luke? He's probably going to clear it, but it would be annoying for him to do so. Alright, so I'm going to... He didn't do that, so I'm going to claim initiative now so I can get a home one swing in here. Oh, this Timely's going to go super nuts in a second. Liam says the perils of becoming more popular. Yeah, I know, right? The chat gets too good. All I want to do is talk to chat. We're getting good damage in. I think we might be good here. Do I drop Timely now? I don't have to. I think I'm going to swing with this R2 and then a Bright Hope and bounce it to hand. I got him down to what, 9? We can almost threaten game here. Let's see. Marla says, what's funny is I love Han 2, but Anakin does what he wants, but better. Han 2 has some really cool plays from this set. I'm actually planning on doing a Han 2 video at some point here soon. Kyle says, Utah! Oh my god, that's so far away. Oasis says, my PQ in Fayetteville, North Carolina is the same. Carbonite boxer for top 4. Yo, that's super sick. Oh, that's a redemption. This just got a lot harder. Put on blue here, why not? I know that one of the Chicago one tends to be really good for me, so I'll probably take a look at that. Direct hit. That's a new one. Oh, they have a Sentinel out there. Whatever, that's fine. Alright, let's call them in, everybody. Here come the reinforcements. What the heck was that? Wait, what happened? Oh shit, that's on attack. Oh no! I thought that was just on play. I got okie doke so hard. Yeah, I thought it was on play. I didn't realize it was also on attack. Well, I'm pretty sure I lose now. Oh, U-Wing's not bad. Maybe we can make it through. So we're definitely... Ooh, we can go to plus Fleet Lieutenant here. Or we can go Fleet Lieutenant. This is probably better. Kyle says, wow, the rare Resolute on attack going off. Definitely not something I saw coming for sure. Liam says, oh, I meant to ask about the actual event experience at Denver because there's been some negative sentiment on the organization. Going to cover it in a video. I don't think I need to cover it in a video. I don't think it's like that complicated, honestly. I think that it was a very well-run card game tournament. What I mean by that is like, I'm only too short, that sucks. Is like, if you were going expecting like a convention or like a lot of extra things to be going on, then you're probably going to be disappointed. But if you're just going expecting like a good, well-run card game tournament, it was great. I had no issues with it. A lot of the people had issues with the prize wall in particular, which they 100% had the cost for the prize wall things way too much to start. I don't think they realized like how hard it was going to be to get tickets. And the way they had it, the tickets were way too hard to get for what was there. But they cut a bunch of the costs for things off for day 2. So, like, they did fix it, kind of. People were also complaining. I think there was one, like, dad brought his kid. And, like, there was some things with Melee where, like, apparently you're not supposed to have an account on Melee if you're under 13. So you couldn't sign up. But, like, there were kids signing up under 13 with not their information. And so, like, the dad was like, well, if my kid could have played in the tournament anyways, what was the whole thing? I mean, I can see that stuff, but that is all, like... It's still important, but it's not, like, tournament-involving stuff. Also, I'm dead, by the way. The prize wall was a big one. This was also the first event, so, like, I can kind of forgive them a little bit for that. Their math was just off on the prize wall, honestly. Miles said, I didn't get to go, but the prize wall was underwhelming compared to other FFG prize walls for other games. To be fair, this is also the first tournament we've had of this, and they were missing stuff. They didn't get it all shipped in on time. So I do think that there's a good chance that will be fixed going forward. It might not be fixed, too, to be fair. But there's a decent chance it would be... Oh, I didn't win that game. Hold on. Let's not lie on the numbers. Oasis said it's already been fixed. I mean, it still wasn't a super exciting prize wall, too. That's the other issue. Like, you want your prize wall to be exciting. I thought they were going to... The other thing, there was one big thing that I had issue with the prize wall that people aren't talking about yet. I don't like that you can't keep your tickets and use them later. Like, you had to use their tickets for the event. Otherwise, they didn't work anymore. I don't like that. I think that is incorrect. Because if you're going to have big ticket items on a prize wall, people should be able to come back later and use them. And save up and over multiple events. Like, that's how prize walls should work. So I do think they should change that. For sure. Josh says, apparently they also have ticket costs for the playmats on day 2, which sucks for day 1. I mean, that's true, but also, like, you're in the area still. Like, I don't think anyone actually bought the mats on day 1. I don't know how you would get 2,000 tickets on the first day. There weren't even that many side events. So, like, I don't think that was as much of an issue as the fact that they fixed it. Or it says, prize wall was very misleading. They made the stream seem like it would be a prize wall was the same for every event. Now we know almost all the good stuff is locked behind mats. Yeah, see, I thought they were going to have... excuse me. I thought they were going to have the Luke and Vader things already. So I was really surprised that that wasn't there. Like, more pins and stuff. It was just very bare bones. Which I'm going to forgive them because this is the first event. But they do need to change it. Kyle says, for the prize wall, there was a lot of stuff missing. Got stuck in customs, manufacturing delays. The event itself was very few. Maybe very few continuous calls from a judge point of view. Yeah, that's what I mean, Kyle. The actual tournament part of the tournament went extremely well. Liam says, someone made a point too that a Ray player missed top 64 by 1 place. No showcase between being the highest player of Ray. Is there any real reason to restrict your top 64? So I'm going to make a statement, and people aren't going to like it. I think that was the correct thing to do. I think that part of that, like, part of the whole mystique of that is, like, the cool part. Draw. Wait, what am I waiting for my opponent on? Oh, what's happened there? I think the top 64 is just, like, it sucks. It sucks that you got 65th, But, like, prizing is prizing. And part of the specialness of the showcase thing is that you have to get top 64. Otherwise, we're going to have people with, like, Afra complaining because they have to stick around for all the rounds, even though they're the only Afra in the tournament. And, like, it just opens up a lot of silly things that I don't want to have to deal with if it's not top 64. You should still have to do well enough on the deck in order to get the showcase. I don't want to just say get good because I feel like that's being rude to them and their experience, but at some point, like, it's prizing. You have to do well enough to get it. Kyle says there was a judge stream today where a lot of stuff was discussed. Richmond and regionals are going to be similar prize wall items. There just isn't enough time to fix it. Yeah, that's true. And they should still have some leeway here because, like, we're still pretty new on the competitive stuff. I'm willing to give them some time. What is going on in this game? I've been playing on autopilot too long. What am I doing? This game is weird. Okay. Oasis says there's a video that explains that they only have enough showcases for their top 64 thing. Said if you started giving it to every person who topped the leader with their leader, it takes away from the actual showcases of the set. I agree too. Like, it's supposed to be this cool thing, right? Like, and like, it sucks. I've bubbled so many events. I know it sucks. And, you know, that might be like the one event they play all year. Like, it sucks. It does. But, like, there has to be something cut off there. And, like, it's not just about playing a cool leader. It's about doing well with your cool leader. Oasis said, did you have to sign up for side events in advance? You could do it day of. You could do it day of, Oasis. Kyle says there has to be a cutoff. Otherwise, you can ring some jank leader, get 327th, and get a showcase. It sucks being one off the bubble, but the line has to be drawn somewhere. See, that's what I'm saying too, Kyle. Marlo says, I agree and disagree with the top 64. Played later where they did top faction regardless of standing. It just happens. Oasis says, players having a showcase is supposed to mean something. They do it to every Andy that plays a bad deck. It demeans showcases overall. I mean, okay, let's not get it taken away. Like, I don't know about demeans. That's a bit of a strong word. But when it comes down to it, I mean, prizing is prizing. Like, you have to earn your prizing. Oasis says just quoting the FFG staff. Yeah, that's a little bit of a strong statement on their thing. Oasis says part of winning is luck too. Your pairings and matchups matter a lot. Sometimes it isn't just the cards for you to win. Yeah, that is true. A lot of it's like, how do I say this in a nice way? A lot of it's preparation for the event too. I've always made the statement that topping is skill, winning is luck. That's what I say a lot with card games. If you look at, like, card games, excuse me, a little cough there. You'll see the same players top a lot, right? But a lot of times the winners vary a ton. That's because getting, like, top 64, if I play in a game and I don't get, like, probably top 64 in, like, an event that size, I don't consider that a success for myself and my skill level. Going to events, I should be top 64ing most of the stuff. That being said, day 2ing or winning is a whole different story. That doesn't involve more luck. Marla says committing to a bad leader is earning it. I disagree. You still have to win. Marla says, are they special showcases or are they just regular showcases? Bad showcases are cheap of enough. They are just the regular showcases, Marla. They're the exact same ones from the set. Kyle says, it's cool that you won what I consider to be the best looking showcase in the game. It is a really cool showcase. It is one of my favorites for sure. I don't know if I consider it the best looking one. I think for set 1 I would put it second. I think my favorite is Palpatine from set 1. And there's a couple from the new set that I really like too. Liam says it would only ever be one showcase per leader, but I do see the point. Maybe extending it beyond top 64 on account of flood of the same leader. Honestly, I think it's fine. I'm also going to say, so I'm an older card game player, you know, right? So I've been playing card games for, gosh, like over 15 years now. Like competitively, semi-competitively. And I do think that, oh man, do I want to say this? Should I say something controversial that people aren't going to like? I need you to talk me into it, chat, on my prizing spiel. Oasis says only 15 years. Only 15 years competitively. I'm not counting when I was like a kid playing Pokemon and stuff. I've been playing card games for way longer than 15 years, but lunch served hot, get the console button ready. I think people are kind of entitled with their prizing now in card games, especially for the lower ranks. I come from Yu-Gi-Oh! That was like my original competitive game. Guys, I used to drive like 5 hours to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional. You know what we got for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional? If we top 8'd, we get a mat, and that was it. That was it. That's all you got. Like, I think people are a little entitled when it comes to prizing nowadays. And I think that having more top-heavy prizing is better. Because there was a bunch of people complaining that, oh my god, like, I played this and that, and I got 6 packs for, like, top 128 or something. And in my head, I was just going, oh my god, you guys got prizing for top 128? That's insane. Like, I would get 9th at a Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional with 400 people in it, and I get shit. I get nothing. Like, no invite, no mat, no nothing. After I drove, like, 3 hours to get there. Which is not good. Don't get me wrong. Like, did they take initiative? Am I dead at this point? I really have not been paying attention to this game. I'm gonna be honest. But, like, yeah, Oasis says, I got an air fryer. That's the meme right now. But you just by playing the game, you're not entitled to some, like, massive prizing. Like, top 64 in a showcase that's, like, potentially $200 is crazy. I'm still surprised they even did it. Honestly. Are they dead? 13. Hold on, I gotta do math for a second. Oh yeah, they're just dead. I wasn't paying attention, guys, and we beat Django. That should tell you about the matchup. I was not paying attention at all that entire game, and we won against the needs to be banned leader. Marlo says special showcase should be a placing thing. That could be pretty cool. That's a neat idea. They'd have to make a lot of them though. Always says especially when most Yu-Gi-Oh! Prize cards are unsellable. After they promised to stop making good promos for winners only. Yeah. Kyle says, I'm enjoying the Judge promos, especially Obi-Wan and Kylo from Denver. The entry and the Kylo promos look insane. They're so good. Let's see, Marla says, the prize pending on the size event is legit. 400-player event and top 8 get playmats is bad pricing. I know, but, like, think of the pride, though. Like, we were playing for pride at that point. And Nats invites, but, like... And to be fair, I do not want that for this game. More prizing is always better. But I think the prizing for this game is pretty good. And I think complaining about it is a little disingenuous, honestly. Wait, says, are you going to go to Richmond? I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure I have something going on that weekend, but I will be in Minnesota. When is Richmond? Actually curious. Let me see why I can't go. Hold on 1 second. Richmond is April 26th and 27th. What do I have going on that day? I have a Dragon Ball event. Damn, that's coming up so quick. I didn't realize that. Oh, that's what it is. So, on April 26th and 27th, I'm actually going to a different, well, kind of a different Star Wars thing. So PPG is holding an event in Vegas where they're doing a 6-case Dragon Ball event on Saturday. And then on Sunday, they're doing Star Wars events. And it's at a convention where if you buy a badge, all the events are free. So I get to play a 6-case Dragon Ball event on Saturday. And I think it's a 2K Star Wars event on Sunday. And the badge only costs like $70. So I get to play both games I like. I get to go to Vegas with friends. And it's like a really cheap trip for that too. So I'm going to go do that. Hi, Rogue One. Yeah, I'm keeping the Leia though. It's a nice trophy to put on my wall. Oasis says, sick, you and the 100 people still playing DBS Love. Hey. We had 129 at Nationals, I'll have you know. It's okay. It's definitely a smaller card game for sure. So I'm gonna let you all in on a spoiler. It's still my favorite game. As much as I love Star Wars Unlimited, and I do really love it, this Star Wars Unlimited is the most excited I've been for a game in a really long time. Dragon Ball is gonna be my love for until I die. The game is just so fun. And if I only were ever to play one card game for the rest of my life, it would still be Dragon Ball Masters. Kyle says, love my Apex from DBS, such a gorgeous card. I still have my alternate art Android 21 Secret Rare from when I topped 3 regionals in a row. Ain't never getting rid of that. It's my favorite card. Oasis says I say that in jest. It's okay. I know we're like a small game now. I just hope we get to stay around and play. I live every day afraid Bandai's gonna kill that card game. Just out of pettiness because they hate that people still play it. Cal says Invoker till I die. That is a true gentleman of card games there, an Invoker player. I'm sorry they never let your deck be good. Oasis says, I'm only toxic in a way that you bullshit with local players on a Friday. Hey, it's okay. We're all card game players here. We know what it's like to be toxic. This is a safe space for card game toxicity. All the card game players are a little toxic. Kyle says, doesn't care if it doesn't win, it's fun. I made a super troll. I don't know, Kyle, are you still playing? Do you like keep up with current sets? Milo says, you could be the Force of Will card game. TC player recorded 3 boxes sold for quarter 4. Ouch. Kyle says, someone had died recently in my area. I am super sorry about that. My friend, you're dead. Oh. No, you're not. You're technically still alive. You're gonna be dead, though. Because the recent set had a new Invoker deck. It plays really weird. It's not like the normal Invoker decks. It's a Xeno leader. But it has the ability to make all your 10k combos costs... all your like 10k combo plus ones. They're free combos. So I made this deck that's just all the old Invoker cards that are 10ks. My friend, I'm just going to do this and you've lost the game. And... it's literally just plays like 40 like free 10k combos. That's the whole deck. It's a stupid deck. It's not good, but it's funny. Marla says Starler's Twilight was like 4,000. Womp womp. What is... oh, yeah, I know, right? Dude, our numbers were crazy good. I looked at it recently and like the new Star Wars set sold really nice. Oop. Oasis says, what's the best deck if they ban Django? If they ban Django and make no other changes, it's Quinlan. And I don't think it's close. Oasis says, I can't stand restock control decks. That's what's going to be best if they hit DJ. I don't think that's the case at all. I think, honestly, a lot of things need to be hit before restock control decks become viable again. There just isn't enough healing to outpace all the damage. Especially if they don't get rid of triple Dark Raid. Yeah, Sabine kind of goes crazy, too. I guess Sabine and Quinlan probably become best decks. I think, like, Han 2 could be really good. There's some really crazy things that Leader can do. Also, like, pilot leaders get way better, too. So, like, there's some other interesting stuff. I think Quinlan becomes the best deck. I think certain pilot leaders, things like Poe, become a lot better. Also, I think Kazuda goes really hard if he gets banned. Watch them ban Sabine, Han, and Django to force a new meta. I mean, Quinlan's still there. Quinlan's scary. Quinlan's scary. It got really good stuff in this new deck. The Ahsoka in this deck is such an insane card. I think the Ahsoka, I'm going to argue, is one of the best cards in this new set in Jump to Lightspeed. Card is crazy. Oh, that was... alright, whatever. Liam says, I'd love to have more than one copy of Ahsoka. That's fair. Sabi goes nuts over Quinn. Quinn still loses to tons of power dark side decks. What power dark side decks? Did I hit... Oh, I hit the initiative button on accident. Alright, well, we might be losing this game because I keep misclicking. Yeah, but Quinlan hasn't put up enough numbers yet. Again, it's crazy, but FFG can't see that from a numbers perspective. Could that Django playtest group is blind. I just think they need to get rid of Tarkentown. If they get rid of Tarkentown, Quinlan's fine. I hope they see that Tarkentown is literally the card that's like... absurd. Just... And I think with the new set, there is enough discard that Quinlan can actually take on those Power of the Dark Side decks. Because you get cards like, what is the new one? There's one in the new set. You get Ahsoka, but you also get, oh, what is the name of the card? What's the 1-cost card that discards an event? Well, he says if we get rid of Tarkentown, we have to lose ECL. We'll see. Yeah, like, if you put Jam Comms in Quinlan, all of a sudden it doesn't care about control decks anymore. How did they kill my... Oh, they used No Glory. Fine, we'll play another one. Kyle says Tarkentown is fine. Kyle, you are allowed whatever opinions you like. It is of my opinion that it is not okay. This is... Quillen about to be insane with the new set? You just because of all the Force users, you mean? So, the card I'm scared of in the with the new set is... like, Force Throw is about to go so crazy. Part of me wants to know if they're gonna pre-ban Force Throw before this set. Because if they're really about to put Force units in everything, and they're worried about Red being too strong, like, oh my god. Force Throw is one of the best cards in the game. Wait, it says I've got my pile ready. I own 182 copies of Force Throw. That's funny. Kyle says Django without Tarkentown is still great. Plenty of 30 alt Django's doing work either way. Django or TDR is probably on a chopping block. Oh, don't get me wrong. I think more than just Tarkentown needs to go. I 100% agree with you there. But I think if they're going to get rid of Django, Tarkentown also needs to go. Because certain leaders just take way too much advantage of it. And also I don't think... So here's the problem with Tarkentown. I'm going to do my Tarkentown spiel. So I'm guessing when they designed the card, probably what they meant for it to do is like somewhere in the middle of the game, like you use it as an extra removal piece, right? But that's not what Tarkentown is anymore. Tarkentown is almost exclusively used on turn 1. That is a Snoke. Hold on, pause. I have a problem. I'm gonna have to use 2 blue leaders to clear this. Sorry. Tarkentown is exclusively used now on turn 1 to, like, take away your opponent's hold tempo. Quinn and Cad uses it. The new Boba uses it a lot. And, like, any dark side yellow deck is still going to use it because you still have a million things that can ping on turn 1, even without Django. So, like, It's just not being used for what it was originally being used for. I think we're losing this one, guys. So I just don't think it's a healthy card. Like, I don't like the fact that the base just basically says your turn 1 play is going to die every game. And, like, what's the solution to that? They just never print leaders that do damage anymore? Like, that's not a good solution to that. They could just wait till it rotates, I guess, but, like, it's just not a healthy play pattern. We're trying, guys. That Annihilator 3-shots our base. But we're going to give it our darndest. So yeah, I just think Tarkantov promotes unhealthy play patterns. I don't think a deck should be able to just one-shot your opening play every single game and just start with the tempo. People were complaining because last set we got so many ping leaders. Exactly. Like, that's the problem. Ooh, that's a timely. Ready for this? I want a board back. Boop. Yeah, but I don't think Red Boba 3 is good. I mean, it might not be the best right now, but, like, the thing about that is, like, it's a future-proofing thing, too. Like, if you want to make leaders that can ping, or 1-drops and 2-drops that can ping, you can't have Tarkantov in the meta. I know they're not Rebels Oasis. That's fine. They still attack. I can't Rebel Assault them, sadly, but... this is still a lot of damage if he doesn't do anything. Speaking of next attack, Sneak Attack and Qui-Gon is wild, by the way. Cheat something strong, bounce it back. Yeah, there's like a 7-card combo that like does something really silly, right? I was looking at people talk about that, which is funny. Do I get an experience? Tap your Pershing. Yeah, experience on the X-Wing, baby. I think he's dead. No, he's not dead yet. That's okay. He's only got 1 super laser left, right? Play another timely just to be mean? No, no, no. There's no need to do that to the poor guy. Oop, not for him. Did we really only lose 1 so far? That's kind of crazy. Magical Christmas Land combo. I do love Magical Christmas. You know we're going to try and do that on stream at one point here. Alright, everybody. So I am starting to lose my voice, and we're coming up to 2 hours. For sure I'm going to stream on Thursday. Tomorrow is a maybe. Depends. I might have a video game date. But tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Thursday for sure I'll be streaming. And then I'll see where it's going to be next. But I think I'm going to call last game on this one. I want to thank you all for coming today, especially if you're new. Thank you so much for coming to stream. It means a lot. Helps me a ton get to monetization and stuff, which I'm trying to do. Big thing before you go, if you could like the video, that's a huge, huge thing for me. Oasis says Thursday is tomorrow. No, it's only Tuesday, isn't it? Am I insane? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Oh, you're probably over the... Sorry, it's 10:58 my time. What was I saying? Oh, please like the video, subscribe. It helps get it around, helps please the algorithm. A big, big thank you for me. for everyone for coming, and I hope you liked the stream. It was great. We got a lot of really good talk in the chat, and by next time I should have my full voice back, hopefully. That'll help a lot. One other thing, if you want me to try certain videos, try certain decks out, anything like that, there's an email in the description of the video. Got deck lists, shoot them there. I'll try them out. Got video ideas, shoot it in there. And, yeah, we will make those videos in the future. It was a time zone joke. Yeah, well, it's late, and I'm not always going to get that. Claim. Side note, Leia Lake bonkers. Yes, Leia Lake bonkers. That's what you should get out of this stream. Oasis says you deserve to be so much more popular. You're a way better player than half the SW YouTubers out there. Well, I appreciate the compliments. I will never judge another YouTuber on the site, though. Everyone's doing their best. And I also am... What the hell did he draw? Did he just draw 2 cards? Well, this is a big Fleet Admiral now. But I'm also pretty new. So, yeah, if you like the stuff, recommend it to your friends. Get them on here. It says I've been pushing your content in other North Carolina groups. I appreciate that, Oasis. You guys are, if I get to be successful, you guys are the way I get there. Building a community. Let's pause to realize the deck is 11-1. Deck's pretty good. Oh, wow, that was a quick one. All right, we'll do one more. That wasn't a full game. We'll do one more. Yeah, like the deck wasn't 9-2 last week against real people. Against Carabozos. That's funny. Yep, deck's pretty strong. Liam says we expect showcase prizing for your success. Simon says you should try the Yoda green deck. I was thinking about that. So the one I have lined up right now, and I could switch it, excuse me, is the Luke deck that topped Denver. I really want to try that out. Because I really love that Luke leader. But yeah, I'll probably at some point I'm sure I'll get to all like the decks that did really well. You can tell who hasn't been to a lunch stream. All we do is win. Rose stream is proof. I want to play that Rose deck at locals. You know what's funny? I bought a Rose showcase because they were so cheap. I literally just bought it to play at locals. I bought it for $35. So I was like, oh, okay, I've got a Rose showcase now. Poor Rose. No one likes her. What said he's got us for a 20? Jeez. She didn't deserve it. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I actually like Rose's character. Most people hate Rose for reasons I don't understand. I actually kind of like her. My guy, what are you doing? What is it with Piat players and just wanting to throw their Piats away? Like, he didn't have to attack my unit. He could have got to use the effect this turn. Holy crap, set 4 showcase is so cheap outside of select few. It's Carbonite packs. If they keep doing Carbonite packs, showcases are going to keep being like that. Always says because her story is extremely forced and her sacrifice runs multiple movies worth of character development for nothing. So I have a theory, by the way. I think that originally, here's my crazy conspiracy theory about Rose. Originally, she was supposed to be her own character with, like, no, like, romantic interests or anything. And originally, they were gonna have, Poe and Finn be gay and be a couple. And Papa Disney didn't like that and got in the way. And so they put Rose in there because they wanted him to have a love interest that wasn't Rey. So they forced that Rose connection when it was not necessary at all, and it ruined the character. That's my theory on why Rose sucks so much. Devastator, sir, your base has been devastated. Hell yeah, gay theory is my favorite kind of conspiracy. Hey, you'll get weird. You'll get gay theories here. I can give you that. Paige Tico better than Rose Tico? Just remember, it's Hollywood. It's all gay. It's true. They're putting too much chlorine in the water. It's turning Hollywood gay. Alright, everybody. I am rapidly losing my voice here. So thank you all so much for coming. You're all amazing. And we can continue our gay Star Wars theories next stream if you like. As always, I'll leave the stream open for like 10-15 minutes, chat, if you want to keep talking and shit. Please like the video, please subscribe, and you all have a great night.